Welcome to episode 4 of ESF Podcast. Today I'm joined by Kelly O'Brien.
Hey.
Welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
So, you're going to introduce yourself and tell the 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, how many viewers we have, what you do and who you are.
So, I am a preschool teacher. I work with kids all the time. And I also teach taekwondo. I'm a 4th dan black belt in taekwondo. And I have mostly children in my class, but I also help teach adults. So that's what I do.
Very nice.
And I also teach self-defense with you and Jordan in the gym.
So, talk to me about your martial art journey. Like, when did you start?
I started...
So where did you... Sorry to interrupt you. Just, where did you start all the way up to now?
Okay. I just noticed it was advertised in the village and I said I'd try it because something different. I always did GAA, like football, hurling, whatever. And I said I'd try something different for a change. So I started taekwondo and 15 years later, I'm still doing taekwondo. So
long time.
Yeah. I started when I was 11 or 12. And in that time, I've got 4 black belts, like I said, and I teach now as well, so it kind of built up from me being taught to me being able to teach other people. So
brilliant.
But yeah.
Did anyone encourage you to do it, such as a family member of, go on Kelly, yeah, go do this? Or
I decided to start myself, but as I kind of went up in the belts before I got my first black belt, as I was coming up to red, I started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not able to do this, and my parents were like, no, of course you can do it, and they encouraged me along. So if it wasn't for them, I probably would have been like, oh, no, I'll just leave that now. But they encouraged me and here I am.
What was the hardest grading that you've done? Was it first dan, second dan, or was it any of the colour belts?
The black belt gradings are always hard because they're about 4.5 hours. So you need to be really fit. You need to know your stuff. Yeah, as you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like you do everything from breaking boards, pumses, sparring, like everything. So you have to show, absolutely everything you've been taught. And
you do come away with blisters on your feet.
Big time, yeah.
You'll be limping off.
Yeah. And
it's a nice achievement because anyone who doesn't know, I did taekwondo as well for 13.5 years.
Yeah.
I started before Kelly and I left before Kelly. So it's kind of in between. But it's like a good feeling when you're coming out with blisters on your feet. It feels like you've
earned it.
Achieving something.
Yeah, you've earned it, definitely. So, but like that's what matters. You have to feel like you earned it because you can't just be handed a black belt and be like, here you are, take that. So it's good to achieve it,
Yeah,
so you put in the work at that stage.
You don't want to feel, just buy a black belt in a sports shop or something like that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But anyone can do that. But
yeah,
it's what's behind it that counts really. Like it's easy to wear the belt, but it's all the work you need to put in to get it, really. What's
the most challenging thing for you in taekwondo in your 15 years?
The black belt gradings.
So that's the most challenging?
Definitely, yeah. They're tough. They're very tough, and like they take everything out of you. So especially when it's hot, because some of them are during the summer. So and the one heat wave we have, like the one day it's really hot during the year, I always end up grading. Yeah. So that's tough, but like I said, you don't care. Once you get into it, it's fine. Like you don't mind once you're in the middle of it.
You might explain what a pumse is. I know what it is. You know what it is. But some people are like, what the name of God is that?
A pumse is like a sequence of movements. So you could be going like forwards, backwards. It's kicks, punches, strikes. But it's in a particular order, and you have to perform it in that order.
In karate, they're called katas or something.
Okay, yeah.
Cobra Kai, good series. No, we don't get sponsored by Cobra Kai, but if anyone from them wants to sponsor, no problem. Just we'll talk money on the phone, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, that's pumse. What was the most challenging pumse?
Probably one I did there for my 4th dan. So like most of the time it's the same movements, maybe to the left and then to the right. So you're kind of repeating the same thing, but this one was completely different. Like every move was different, and you were going at angles as well. So it was hard to remember, but like they're not going to get easier as you move up. They need to get harder. Yeah.
Challenge you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I did 13 and a half years. When I was 19, I was just like, yeah, this is not for me anymore. I also taught my own class.
Yeah.
Why are you staying so long? Now, I'm not saying, oh, you should leave, but just in your opinion, what's the joy that you get from it that's keeping you staying so long?
I like helping people to achieve a goal, because I always got the help from my instructors, and they put so much time and effort into me that I kind of wanted to pass it on to someone else as well. So I enjoy helping others, and I always have the crack with people. Like it's like another family, like a taekwondo family. So the longer you're in it, obviously the closer you get with people.
Yeah, that's one thing from my own experience as well that I can say.
Yeah.
When you say go off to like a Nina grade, for example.
Yeah. Yeah,
and you'll always meet someone. You go for a Chinese afterwards, so just having a bit of crack.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, well, how are you? And you know everyone by name.
Yeah.
No, can't really remember many names, but you know the first names, and you just have a chat about things. Yeah. And some people are like, I won't mention. Obviously, I'm not going to mention names. I value not being sued, but some people there, you're like, they're odd, but look, it brings us together as a community.
Exactly. Yeah. And
but look, everyone is different.
Yeah.
Everyone is different. Everyone's entitled to be there. It's not a case of, oh, I'm better than you, or none of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all a community, and
there's none of that, and like it's all like all ages, all abilities. So and that's good, because other sports aren't like that. So it's a really inclusive sport.
Yeah.
So even like you were saying, you go to like a Nina Graden or whatever, we have international competitions. So people come over from France, Scotland, England, and we become close to some of them as well. So it's nice, like, and we get invited to their competitions abroad and stuff. So there's opportunities to.
Back in my day, they didn't do that, so I missed that.
It's changed.
Yeah, my knees are at me too. Had to retire. Right, let's talk about our women's self-defense. You're the lead instructor, I suppose we can call it. So do you want to explain what we do? So
basically, it's to allow women to be more confident. I know a lot of women would be afraid to go out on their own now because of like things happening in particular places or whatever. But we want to make women feel more confident. We advise not to go out on their own, of course. Like that's But if they ever ended up in a situation, they'd feel more confident because of what we're showing them than if they didn't come, say. And our plan is to show realistic stuff. Yeah. Because you see these videos online of, oh, do this and do that. And then you see some other, like a mythbuster, just grabbing the one that doesn't know you're not getting. Yeah, yeah. And we want to make it realistic. The best form of self-defense is running away. Exactly, yeah. Remove yourself from the situation, get to a safe place, call for help. There's no shame in that, whether you're a woman, a man, a child, doesn't matter what you are. If you're hurt, you'll get help quicker, Just protect yourself. Exactly, you know, there's no shame in it. Yeah. And situational awareness is what that's under about. We advise not going out on your own. Yeah, exactly. Now, there's times when you have to go out on your own. Yeah. In terms of like going to the shop at night or, Jazz, any milk for me tea? Or, but Barry's tea, Barry's better than But in kind of a busy little place rather than somewhere secluded on their own kind of. Yeah. But, going to the shop or something, you'll be fine. Like, unfortunately, we're not going to bullshit anyone and say, oh, you'll be fine. Unfortunately, that's the reality of today's world. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't you rather have that extra security rather than thinking, sure, nothing will happen to me? Hopefully nothing ever happens to anyone. Yeah. But you never know when there'll be a nutcase who's going to attack you or anything like that. You don't know who's out there. No, that's true. And like, it's just about showing them some simple, easy to remember moves rather than something more complicated. Like something as simple as someone grabbing onto your wrist and you're just taking your hand away and going away. Exactly, rather than making it really complicated. You're not going to remember something. Like, we're not encouraging people to say, right, come on. We're not. Yeah. First rule is run. Get the fuck out of there. Yeah. Simple as, And scream. Scream, draw attention. Get out of there. Remove yourself from the situation. Yeah. If you have to demobilize, especially if it's a man, we're instructing where to hit a man where a man does not want to get hit. Yeah, exactly. So that's and it about the class. Then we kind of like incorporate footwork, strength, everything as well. So like your footwork is important for balance. Balance mostly. Jordan is instructing with myself and Kelly. Kelly's the lead. Jordan was going through the last class footwork, as that is
responsible for good balance, good movement, good coordination, because if you're off balance, it's harder, I should say, to defend yourself.
Yeah.
It's easier for someone else to
get around you, kind of.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, I couldn't think of the word. A bit stuck for words today.
Yeah.
Then again, I was up early.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Daddy duties?
No, coaching duties.
Oh.
I was up coaching at the school at 8. Well, they wanted me there for 8, so when I'm coaching football, it's either a half an hour, and if it's too early, it's 10 minutes, right? So if it's in the evening time, if I have to coach at 6, I'll be there at 5:30 at the latest to set up, relax. If it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, like I was today at the school, I was there at 10 to, I was like, yeah, that'll do. And I got out of the car, I couldn't even open my eyes. I was that tired.
The cold, I woke you up.
Eventually, they turned on the lights.
Wow.
So I'd have to go around my phone torch for the thing.
That's early for coaching.
Yeah, well, it's before school, so the boys could do their session, because they have a Leinster semi-final coming up.
Right, okay.
They're going to do their session.
Yeah.
I know I kind of gone off topic from the women's stuff, but it doesn't matter. Hey, look, fills up the minutes.
We'll come back to it.
And yeah, the Leinster semi-final coming up, they're going to do their hour, so 8 to 9. Then they go for a bit of breakfast, and then 9:30 they go into their class then.
Nice.
So it's a lovely way to have it. You know?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There's a few unbelievable players on that team as well. I won't mention names, but probably some of the best young players I've seen throughout my coaching journey of football.
In Johnstown?
Yes.
Class.
Literally.
Wow.
Anyway.
Moving on.
We've covered majority of what self-defense or women's self-defense class or mentions of it.
Yeah. We have another four classes left.
4 weeks of the 6-week block.
Yeah.
Then we'll be advertising again. We'll be going straight into another 6-week block, depending on feedback. I think feedback's pretty positive so far.
No, it is, yeah. Everyone seems to be enjoying it so far, which is great.
So if you or someone you know is interested in a women's self-defense, just contact myself, Kelly, or the gym page.
Yeah.
Probably not comment down below, but you know. Yeah. Okay, lastly, just to finish this up, let's wrap it up now. I ask every guest, guest, 100% guest, bit of advice. Not for me now. For anyone watching. So whether it be male, female, children, anyone that's thinking about getting into martial arts, that are like, I'd like to, but I don't know. What's one piece of advice you'd recommend or you'd state to people that are thinking about it that aren't too sure?
Just try it. Just try it. Like I said before, we have all ages, all abilities. Like taekwondo especially, but any martial art I'm sure is the same. Like it can be taken to your ability, like, so you don't have to kill yourself. Like you'll get something out of it either way. We get people coming to us that look to be more confident, look to be fitter, look to be more flexible. Like it's recommended for children with dyspraxia and for their balance and for their coordination and stuff like that. So it really is for anybody. So if you're thinking about it, just do it. If you don't like it, that's fine, but just try.
So talk about dyspraxia. Some people might know what that is. That is the lack of coordination, am I right in saying?
Yes.
In their limbs? Yeah. So people with dyspraxia, there's nothing, it's not a thing of, that person can't do anything. It's a thing of the signal from the brain to the limbs is just a little bit delayed. It's coordination. It's not a thing of, can't do anything.
No,
they can, it just takes them a little bit longer to grasp things.
Yeah, but because there's a lot of left, like you use your left side, you'd use your right side differently. So because there's a lot of that, it kind of helps them to think about it more. Yeah. So it's recommended, which is great.
Brilliant, yeah. And I know from my experience, we'd always break things down. For example, like a kick, you start with bending up your knee, just getting that movement right, and then next was extending your foot, bringing it back. Yeah. That's only an example. There's obviously other things as well. Just kicking. Yeah,
but that's a basic move that.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to help, but definitely just try. Try. Yeah.
Also, there's one question I'm after thinking of. We normally finish with the advice, but you know what? I make the rules as I go along, so be grand. One last question before we completely shut it down. Did taekwondo or any form of self-defense that you've learned ever come in to a real life situation for you? Did it ever help you with a real life situation?
Well, physically, no, thank God. I've never had to use it for, like, against anyone, which is great. But being confident definitely helps. Yeah. Like, I've never got to the stage that I've had to use anything physical, but I've definitely had to use my voice and my confidence to get people away before. So that's step number one. But like, if I was going out and about, I wouldn't be terrified, like, because I know in my head, I know something that I know will help if I ever got in trouble. So that's, the confidence is the main thing, really.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not a case of, oh, I can take on the world.
No.
I personally, I know you, like, I'm not using that now. But it's a case of, right, I know what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use logic, like, if the best thing to do is run away, I'm going to run away.
Yeah, exactly.
If I have to fend off someone, then run away, that's the same.
Yeah.
You know.
I know I have martial arts experience, so, but for someone that wouldn't have martial arts experience, even self-defense classes are a great boost for you to know some basic moves, like, and to be that little bit more confident that you'll be like, okay, I know something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like, we have a mix in our self-defense class. See, look, we're kind of all over the place, but we'll be fine.
They're liking it, so that's all that matters.
Is highly experienced in boxing, so he's using his knowledge. I've done different martial arts, taekwondo being one of them, and a few others. Now, I haven't perfected the others, but I've trained in them for a decent period of time. And I did my security training when I was doing nightclub security and things like that. That's a story for another day. I won't ever say why I left, because I was not a friendly person.
Ooh.
But I am now. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye.